this is a tournament battle. Agony Duck up against Blue Eyes White War something. Blue Eyes White War is commanding the Empire. See, yeah, Blue Eyes White War. And Agony Duck is commanding the Greenskins. It was Agony Achilles that told me about these battles and said they were pretty good because Duck did stuff that was quite unusual, and then I thought, I have to see that. And Duck was nice enough to send me those battles. So, Duck's army consists of a front line of 6 goblins, which is very interesting. 4 black orcs behind them. Then orc shaman over here, night goblin shaman over here. Boar boy biggins in the forest. The Empire army is quite small. Let's see. Yeah, 500 men deployed. Handgunners, great swords, 4 great swords, halberdiers, a great cannon. See, yeah, decent line of sight for the cannon. Some more boar boys over there. In the forest, we have a Reiksguard, Demogryph knights with halberds in the forest. And that's it. So already, magical missiles being sent from the there we go, from the Gaze of Gork, and Vindictive Glare coming from the Night Goblin. Nice hits. So the wizard retreats. And this cannon looks awfully exposed.
Seething fire!
It won't get many volleys off before. Let's see what it fires on the black orcs. Yeah, took down a few black orcs. It's doing nice damage to the black orcs. So killed 7 black orcs so far. Needs to kill a lot more. These goblins, funny how many goblins there are. 6 goblin units, you don't see that very often. The boar boys flank wide, together with savage orcs. The shaman casting. Yeah, nothing happened. I don't know what he cast. Here comes the witch hunter. The witch hunter obviously wants to accuse the shaman, and there he is, accused and being blocked by his goblins, trying to get at the witch hunter, but he's going to take so much damage from the accusation. And he even slams into a cannon. So last thing the orc shaman is going to do, boom, very nice hit on the light wizard, almost took him out. 150 in health remaining. Engagement, Demogryphs, Reiksguard. The savage orcs have not responded. The orc boar boy biggins, although they are a good unit, they are going down very quickly against the combined assault of a Reiksguard and Demogryph knight with halberds. So here comes the foot of Gork. Barely does any damage. The black orcs charged into double great swords. Whereas over here, same thing, the Demogryphs fighting together with Karl Franz against the boar biggins. The boar biggins will die in that engagement. So now it's really all about the center, whether the Empire can support these fights well enough. Great swords are sturdy, but they are not in an optimal formation here, and they are about to be. They're fighting against the black orcs here downhill. But now the black orcs are piling into their rear. Once again, not a perfect engagement because they don't wrap completely around. But it's very hard to control all of these things in the heat of battle when you have a lot of other things going on. The goblins are also starting to come in from the flanks. The Demogryph knights attacking the black orcs in the rear. Actually, they managed to break a unit of black orcs. Here comes the orc boss, charging into the fray to stabilize the morale of his men, which he's relatively successful at. The boar boy biggins are now coming back, and this is what's so dangerous about the orcs and goblins. Numerous units, and if they keep coming back like this, only Empire Knights, but still, if they keep coming back like this, they will do damage, getting repeated charges in. The Black Orcs have not done great against the Greatswords. The Goblins, mainly there for fodder. The Reiksguard is wreaking havoc on the back of the Orc and Goblin lines. The Orc War Boss in a one-on-one with Karl Franz. It's really weird how the Lords tend to have 450 weapon strength. The stats in vanilla Warhammer, tabletop Warhammer, or they vary widely between the races. Let's see what Foe Seeker, he really wants to get after Karl Franz. The Witch Hunter is about to go down, and the Orcs come in from every side, every angle. Depleted Orc units dealing the damage to even more depleted Empire units. The Goblins have barely done any damage, but they have contributed by tanking damage and inflicting morale penalties. So the Empire is about to chain route. A very small, peculiar Empire army, I'd say. So yeah, the Greatswords do well as expected. The Demigryphs did a decent job as expected. Actually, only one Demigryph in this battle, and this is a peculiar Empire army. The hero selection is decent, but only having 3 Greatswords. If this army had 6 Greatswords and Demigryphs and just scrapped the cannon, I think the outcome could potentially have been a bit different. But Agony Dark was very effective in neutralizing the Light Wizard with 2 of his own ranged wizards, and still had enough infantry to power through the Empire lines. Strength and honor.